Incidence is a measure of new disease frequency. A population is followed over time, and the proportion of the population at risk that develops the disease is determined. Cumulative incidence is the number of new cases divided by the total population at risk at the specified time period. The time period needs to be specified, such as a 5-year period or from 2000 to 2015. The population at risk also needs to be determined. People who already have the disease, or if the disease is not applicable, for example, women can't have prostate cancer, they are not included in the population at risk. The measure cumulative incidence answers a question of what proportion of the population became affected by the disease during the specified time period. In a 2-year study of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, there is a fixed population of 1,500 people participating. At the beginning of the study, 11 people are identified as already having COPD. During the first year, 6 additional people are diagnosed with COPD. In the second year, 5 additional people are diagnosed. The cumulative incidence of COPD in the first year of study is calculated by dividing the 6 people who were diagnosed with COPD during the first year by the population at risk. The population at risk is the 1,500 minus the 11 people that already have COPD. The cumulative incidence for this example is 0.4%. Incidence rate is the number of new cases divided by the total person time at risk for disease. The time period needs to be specified. Person time is an estimate of the actual time at risk in years, months, or days that all participants contributed to a study. We only count person time at risk. We don't count anyone who already has the disease, died, or after lost to follow-up, or for whom the disease is not applicable. Incidence rate answers the question, how fast is the disease occurring in the population? In a population of 200 women, 20 have had hysterectomies and 2 have uterine cancer at the start of the study. 15 cases of uterine cancer newly developed in the study population over a follow-up period of 10 years. The incidence rate is calculated by dividing the 15 cases that newly developed by the total person time at risk. The person time at risk is calculated by subtracting the 2 women who already have uterine cancer and the 20 that have had hysterectomies from the study population of 200 women. The 178 women who are at risk are multiplied by the follow-up time of 10 years. The incidence rate of uterine cancer in this example is 8.4 per 1,000 person years. This slide shows a summary table of the disease frequency measures. This table provides the type of number, units, range, numerator, and denominator for each of the 4 measures of disease frequency. When computing incidence, it is important to adjust your numerator and denominator for the population and time period of interest. When calculating incidence rate, don't forget the units of person time.